Alright guys, what is up? I am back with another video. I am beyond excited for today's video. And I am here with, what's your name? Esme, my girlfriend, you guys already know. But anyways guys, today's video, I'm super excited. You guys probably aren't excited, but I mean, today, I don't know if you guys know how badly I love superheroes. So anyways, today Avengers Infinity War comes out, and I got the opening night event, the fan event tickets. So me and my girlfriend, a friend, and two other friends, three friends basically, are gonna go watch that movie today. And it's Avengers Infinity War, like Spider-Man's in it, my favorite superhero, like all these superheroes, and this movie I've been waiting since the first time Thanos came out. So I obviously can't put the whole movie on here because, you know, like copyright issues and all that, but I'm gonna give you guys my full review. So anyways, that way when you guys go watch it, you guys can have a good mindset. Yeah guys, I'm pretty excited. But anyways, I'll be back in a bit when we're over here. Alright guys, we're finally here. I'm so excited. How many hours? 2 more hours. We came 2 hours early to get in line because this isn't assigned seating, so we are at risk of getting crappy seats, guys. Other than that, let's freaking do this. Alright guys, let's do it. Alright guys, we're here at the block. Let's freaking go. So I have my other friend, he just told me that there's already a line, and I'm kind of sad because I'm hoping we get good seats. Are you excited? Woohoo! Woo! Alright, we're in here. We're about to go inside, we're already in line. We didn't make it to the beginning of the line, but who cares, right? And I got the homie here, not showing his face though. Let's get ready, guys. Alright guys, we're seconds away. No, it's not seconds away, sorry. Actually like an hour away. We're an hour away from the movie. Wait, do I have the quarters on me? No. No. We're hours away.
No, you can't put me in. Well, this no.
We got the homie Oscar and Aaliyah here. And my homie Andy to, to my right. Just doesn't want his face showing. But yep, we're all here. Wait, I need the quarter. I want to show them the quarter. I'm gonna crop this little part out. Never mind, I'll just show them after. Look what we got. Guys, how was it?
It was actually pretty good, dude.
I liked it.
I give it a good 1 out of 10.
Oh my god.
I think it was pretty good, 10 out of 10, bro.
Even though they killed.
Not freaking expecting this movie at all.
They didn't.
Guys, I am beyond impressed with this movie. How was it?
It was good.
Honestly, God, I cannot. Guys, check this out. Look what I got. This guy. Oh my god, I swear this movie was so much for me to process. It was too good. It was too good. I have no words. Oh, my girlfriend's leaving. Are you sad?
Yeah.
Are you sad that we're gonna have to wait another year for the part 2? It was great, huh?
Yeah.
Bye, baby. Tell them bye. Alright guys, so after you guys just experienced my first time watching Avengers Infinity War for the first time, we had a we had a big time jump of, I would say, 3 days. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and by the time you guys are watching this video, it's already Sunday. Today is Saturday, but this video will be up tomorrow. So it's been basically 3 days since the Avengers Infinity War came out on opening night, preview night, and I personally that what you guys saw the whole vlog was Thursday. That's my first time watching it, and as you guys just heard, first time. I have watched this movie Thursday, Friday, and Saturday 3 times in a row, and there's not one single time from these 3 times that I've watched it so far that I haven't felt goosebumps because of what they did in this movie. This movie was beyond it exceeded my expectations. Like, you go into this movie, and even though this won't make sense, you go in expecting things and you get what you expect, but it's unexpected. Everything is unexpected because every single part in this movie was like filled with so many oh my god moments. It was filled with jaw-dropping moments, and I have a new profound level of respect for what Marvel did, and they have no other movie or any other company done this type of thing in history. So where one thing leads up for something over years, 10 years, finally getting to this event. And honestly, for me, because of how big I am with superheroes, this is actually a dream come true. Not to sound sentimental and all, but you know, anyone who knows me knows I'm a big superhero fan. So getting to see this Thanos, one of my favorite villains, even before I saw the movie, because I love the way this character is. Like, it's that one character that's like, you know, everyone's helpless to, and just being in front of him, confronting him would be something very fearful. So seeing him, a dream come true. Spider-Man being in there. I remember when I saw the first Tobey Maguire films, and I thought, damn, this guy's never gonna make it to the Avengers, and they're never gonna give him the rights. But then when I heard that he finally got them, I was beyond happy seeing him with them, seeing the way Tom Holland's act was. I have a new level of respect for him as well after this movie, and damn, this movie was just great. Like, usually I say a movie is my favorite movie just because it's a superhero movie, but if I were a guy who didn't know about superheroes at all, I would even say then that this is my favorite movie because of what they did here. Like, honestly, you do have to watch every other movie, like at least the Avengers movies and a few other solo films, to understand what goes on in this movie, or else you won't really understand what's going on if you go into it just like that. But other than that, it's still a movie that you get entertained. The story makes sense. It makes you feel the antagonist, what motivates him, like how he feels. You feel for him. He's a guy that you like. They make you love, but then again, they also make you hate. So it's like a love and hate type of relationship you have for him, and then again, it also makes you. From the first few minutes, you already love this movie. Like, you're already hooked to it in the first 5 minutes, I would say. But the reason why this video is out specifically on Sunday is because I wanted to take the whole opening weekend out so that I wouldn't take out any spoilers, because Marvel themselves did send out a letter saying if we could please keep our mouths shut so everybody could get their first reactions in, so we don't spoil anything for anyone, and that's what I wanted to do. Clearly everybody isn't going to watch it this weekend either, so what I am going to do is do a spoiler free section right now in my video, and then after this I'm going to do a spoiler review. So clearly I'm not a channel that does reviews, so if you guys are wondering, this is like a one-time thing. I'm only going to hold reviews for like my most like interesting movies, or like basically superhero movies, put it that way, because I love superheroes. So if you guys are coming to this channel for reviews, that's not what it is. It's just for this movie because I loved it and because I love superheroes. So, but other than that, what this channel is about, if you guys are new, it's basically me doing challenges, vlogs, pranks that I'm doing soon. And if you guys think I've forgotten prank calls part 2, I haven't. It's just I have 2 videos coming out after this one. They're already scheduled, a special video, so turn on the post notifications for that. I want you guys to subscribe. I'm a new YouTuber, so clearly I still have a long way to go, but stick along to this ride, guys. I would really appreciate it if you guys did subscribe and turn on those post notifications, because why not, right? Anyways, first part of the review, the non-spoiler section. If you guys do want a fun movie that I think is going to be the funnest for the whole year, I would definitely say go watch Avengers Infinity War, because this is a movie that really hits you hard. It really leaves you waiting for the next part, because if you guys didn't know, this is a 2-part movie. So part 1 of the movie is this year, part 2 of the movie is next year, 2019, already confirmed next year. But anyways, if you guys want a movie that will definitely entertain you guys, I would definitely say go watch this movie. It has humor, it has action, it has even love. It has like not just like the romance type of love. It has like daughter father type of love, and it's a movie you get to watch with family. It's also dark. It's not just all like kid fun type of stuff. It also gets dark. It also leaves you shocked. It leaves you with every emotion that you should get from a movie, and it also gives you goosebumps. It gave me goosebumps, so I would go watch it. The whole time, I watched it 3 times, guys. Each time I had goosebumps. This is a movie that definitely like, it hits a home run. Honestly, like I don't know how to explain it, but this movie, literally a dream come true. That's all I can say. You also, like, first, as I said, first 5 minutes you're already like into the action. Like, literally you can't even get a single moment to grasp what's going on. And personally, I love that. A lot of people, there's a few people out there who don't like that, but not 1 second do you get to like okay, what just happened? Like, because it right away goes on to a part where you're just like, Santa Madre de Dios, you know? So you're just like no way, you know? So this movie, guys, like, if you guys want my review, like an honest review, this is as honest as it gets. There's like honestly some words I can't even explain this with, but if you guys want a true rating, like, because obviously there's not going to be any perfect movie, especially when it comes to comic based movies. Obviously there's always going to be something thrown off or changed because they just don't have enough money to put what's in the comics. So imagine if we were able to do that, that costs a lot. So you have to also understand them. They're trying their best, and I think this is like as good as it'll ever get. Now, if you guys are wondering, the first night that I went to watch it, I went to the fan event because even though it did cost extra money, it was in 3D. We did get some souvenirs, which, and a lot of people will say, why spend that much for a quarter? I mean, not a quarter, a coin, a collectible coin. I got this collectible coin right here. It says Avengers Infinity right there. Then it says Marvel Studios right there in the bottom. Not sure if you guys can see. But yeah, that's basically one thing I got. And then in the back is the Infinity Gauntlet. Basically it says opening night fan event. And then it says 2018. And it says made in China. And then it says a few numbers, like I guess the number of what this quarter is out of the many they made. But yeah, that's one thing I definitely got. I love collecting these, especially, as I said, I love superheroes. And then that same night, that preview opening, the opening fan event, I got this because I love having souvenirs and I love Spider-Man. Top favorite guy ever since I was a little baby, honestly. So I got that little souvenir. All of you can hit in the comment, yes, plush toy, I don't care. You guys can go eat mine. And then this is the second day that I want to go watch the movie. As you guys can tell, the date right there, the 27th, that's the actual date that every trailer said the movie would come out in, so I want to go watch it that day. I saw it the day before though, but other than that, 7:45 p.m., Avengers Infinity War, I want to go watch it, guys. So, second day in a row. From the third day, I didn't keep the ticket. I accidentally threw it away, sadly, when I was throwing away my drink after the movie. So sadly that happened. It's a movie I definitely recommend watching with either family or friends or anyone in particular, because the amount of feelings you get from the audience is great. You see how many fans there are, you see how many people think just like you. So with that being said, like, you literally, like, the first 2 nights, even the third night, which it was less harder than others, but the first 2 nights, especially the first night, everybody clapping, everybody like, I'm sorry, this might be kind of a spoiler. I don't think I'm spoiling anything, but there was a lot of clapping for great moments. There was crying for the way you felt in some particular scenes that I will talk about in the spoiler section. You felt everybody's emotion and everybody's anxiety for this movie finally getting here. And then you also feel the anger after the movie ended. So you feel like how many fans there are out there, and you feel pretty good. I felt pretty good knowing that there's people out there who feel exactly the same, because when I would clap or when I would be shocked, they would too. So this is a movie that literally deserves a standing ovation. I would say that. Non-spoiler section done with. We're going to the spoiler section. Let's do this. But alright, opening scene. First 5 minutes, you already get Thor on the ground. You get Heimdall on the ground nearly dying. You get most of the Asgard. Actually, what am I saying? Almost. All of Asgard is completely dead. Right away, it opens, you see everybody's dead. Like, just Heimdall, Loki, Thor, and Hulk remain alive. Everybody's dead. You basically see Ivan Ma, Corvus Glaive, Proxima Midnight, you see Black Dwarf, the whole Black Order right there. You see Thanos right there in the back, and you're just like, oh damn. The amount of power Thanos has literally knocks the Hulk out with blood dripping from his nose. And even Hulk at one point has an expression where he's just like, what is going on? Because like he was holding him down, and then Thanos just with 2 hands lifts his hands up, and Hulk is just like, what the heck, man? I thought I was as strong as there is. And believe it or not, Loki tries to sacrifice his life by killing Thanos, and Thanos picks him up, literally choking him to death. Basically, I would even say he cracked his neck. I don't know if I heard it crack. I'm pretty sure I did. You guys tell me what you guys think down below on the comment sections, but I think he cracked his neck. Right away after that, you go to New York. You see Doctor Strange, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Hulk. Basically, they're all battling the Black Dwarf, as also Ebony Maw. And then it goes to like a bunch of action, so much action. Then you go to the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then you see Chris Hemsworth, Thor, smash into the spaceship, and then you just see him getting taken in. You see a lot of humor from the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor, because those are drags. I would say Star-Lord, also Rocket Raccoon a bit, then Spider-Man, and then Thor were the biggest comedians in the movie, but especially Star-Lord and Thor. They were like the ones who made everyone laugh. You see a bunch of humorous interactions with all of the characters. Then it goes to a part where Chris Hemsworth gets his famous Stormbreaker, which is a new, all like completely amazing hammer, and he basically has to use that weapon to try and defeat Thanos. And one part that definitely got to me, you go to like all the Infinity Stones that Thanos gets, and then you see how he gets the Soul Stone. That was one of the saddest parts as well. But the shocking part that got to me is you see a character in the distance, and he looks like a type of Grim Reaper type of figure with no face though. So everybody goes to think like, oh, who is this guy? But then as they go in and zoom into his face, you see Red Skull. Literally Red Skull, guys. If you guys haven't watched Captain America, the first Avenger, his first solo movie, that's when Red Skull was actually, he debuted on the cinematic universe, and like that's the only time we've seen him. He, in the end of that movie, he has the Tesseract, which is one of the stones, and he gets cast out to who knows where, and no one ever hears from him. In every single movie that he wasn't mentioned, like he was just forgotten about. No one ever knew where he got cast out to. But then we find out he was cast out to Vormir, which is where the Soul Stone was. But yeah, anyways, so then you see him, he tells Thanos that in order to get this stone, you have to sacrifice someone you love. So this is when you get to a point where in the comics, Thanos is this terrible person who does everything just to impress the embodiment of death. And it's literally like death inside a person, like if you guys don't know what I mean by embodiment. But like the actual persona of death. In the comics, all he does is just to impress her. He doesn't love anyone but himself. He's super violent. He has no mercy. But in this movie, he even has mercy. But in this movie, you see a Thanos that gets more humanized, basically, in the aspect that you see him actually love someone other than himself. He actually, like, because there's no death in this Marvel Cinematic Universe, so there was no character of death. So right here, his whole actual goal was to solve the problem of overpopulation. He wants to bring a balance to the universe, so he wants to kill half of humanity to basically balance everything out. But anyways, other than that, going back to the Gamora thing, he has to sacrifice someone. So you see he actually loves someone, because right away he starts tearing, and Gamora is saying like, oh really, you're gonna really cry that you failed? Because she thinks that he doesn't love her. So he's like, oh yeah, you failed, you don't love anyone, so you can't commit a sacrifice. You're completely done for. But then as he's crying, you see Red Skull tell her, like, those tears aren't for him. So that's when we go to a shocking, sad end to Gamora. You see Thanos grab her, drag her to like the edge of a high cliff, and he just throws her off, and that's when one of the saddest deaths by far in the movie out of all the deaths that happen. You then go to a scene where everyone's like tripping out, wait, what do you do with that snap of his fingers? And then you slowly start to see some people fade away. You see Falcon fade away, you see a bunch of the Avengers you all love to fade away, you see Mantis, Star-Lord, Drax, even Black Panther fade away, you see Groot die. Oh, by the way, they were all dying, they were vanishing, but in my theory, I think they're all just going into the realm of the Soul Stone. But to make it more dramatic, let's say they died. I think they died. Anyways, yeah, I know I'm confusing, but yeah, they died. So one of the saddest ones was Groot. Black Panther just goes out too, and the saddest one, this is by far one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie, because Tom Holland, this is why I have a newfound respect for him of how his acting was, as I said in the beginning, is because of his last scene before he dies as well, because he's one of the people who vanished in the air, turning into dust. He literally is a teenager, barely made an Avenger in this movie. He barely like got his powers a few years ago. Like, he barely is learning everything, and he's trying to help. He's trying to make his part. He's trying to put in his part into this superhero saving all these people. Like, he's doing it to protect the little guy, you know. So because of that, like, he is barely learning what it is to be a superhero, and right away he gets vanished. So he goes to Tony and falls on him and hugs him and says in a crying way, he's literally crying, he's literally weeping, like his voice sounds so like childish, not in that way, but like he goes into like a kid voice, and he's just telling Tony, like Iron Man, he's telling him like, I don't want to go, I don't want to go, like I don't want to go, and he's crying. And then literally that's the part that, because I love Spider-Man, I almost cried, guys, I'm not lying. It even gives me goosebumps. Each 3 times that I saw it, it got to me. Like, I'm just there like with my mouth open and my eyes wide open, I'm just like, but the first time I almost cried, guys. Like, I'm serious, I almost cried. I swear, I just held it in because my girlfriend was there with me in the first one. But yeah, I almost cried, but I didn't. But anyways, then Tony lays him on the ground, and Spider-Man says, I'm sorry, and he literally fades away. But then you get to the post-credit scenes, and you see Agent Maria Hill, and then you also see Nick Fury basically driving around, and then they're also in their final moments, because they also turn into dust in this final post-credit scenes. And then you see people also around there running around, but some people were turned into dust as well. But before Nick Fury goes into dust, he has this classic mother, and then mother effer line. He says that before he dies, and literally he has this look on his face where he's like, damn, something's happening. Like, he knows this is as bad as it gets. So in that process, he has this beacon that he presses, like he activates, and as he turns into dust, it drops. But then the camera zooms in to that little beacon, and it says sending, 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 and then it turns into a Captain Marvel logo, which is so epic, because that's how you know Captain Marvel is going to be in the 4th Avengers movie. But if you guys did go earlier in the movie, there was a point where Doctor Strange was literally like in a little doing this type of pose with his things crossed, and he's basically looking at all these alternate endings that the Avengers have, like 14 million something, I forgot the exact number, but 14 million outcomes of how they can beat Thanos. And out of all those 14 millions, there was only one that the Avengers wanted. So before he goes into dust and dies, he tells Iron Man this was the only way. But I don't think he told Iron Man or them that he knows that this is that they all had to die in order for them to win. Because if he told them, oh, we're gonna win, this is the outcome, they're gonna know. So it's gonna ruin it. The outcome's gonna get ruined because they're gonna know. So I think by him saying this was the only way, Doctor Strange actually knows that all this had to happen, all of them had to die in order for them to beat him. So because of that, I'm thinking that Doctor Strange knew this whole time that all this had to happen, no matter how bad it was, no matter how sad it was. This all had to happen in order for them to actually win a victory. But anyways, guys, this is going to bring an end to the review. If you guys want to find out more about the movie, go watch it yourselves. It's definitely worth it, definitely worth the money, in my opinion. I am definitely going to watch it a few more times in theater, if I'm being completely honest with myself, even if I watched it 3 times, 3 days in a row. But other than that, it's going to be a blast. I promise you guys will definitely love it. And if you guys have watched the movie already, have a discussion in the comments below. I know I'm not a big YouTuber, but whoever watches my video, please, if you do, guys, have some things to say about the movie or questions, go ahead and comment down below. As I said, I don't even have 200 subscribers, so I'm not acting like I'm famous. If you guys, a lot of people have been saying that I act like I have a bunch of subscribers, but I clearly know I don't. I'm just saying, if you guys want to comment down below, go ahead. But other than that, as I said, tell me what you guys feel about this movie. If you guys like this review, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, because as I said, I'm not a review channel. I'm going to be doing more fun videos in the future, so why don't you guys go down, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you guys do get notified on these videos. Next video that's confirmed, this is the next video for sure, a special video for a special someone in my life. You guys are going to want to watch that. It's very inspirational and emotional at the same time, and very personal to me and my family. So if you guys can stick along for that and turn on the post notifications, it will be up by this coming Friday. So please stay tuned for that one. And before we go as well, I haven't forgotten about Prank Calls Part 2. That should be up in a pretty soon time. As I said, I do have a few videos coming out before that, but I have scheduled with my friend when we're gonna do this, so I haven't forgotten about that, guys. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. Have a great starting week. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. So other than that, enjoy your guys' weekend, guys. Get somewhere in life. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyways, go watch Avengers Infinity Wars in theaters now. Great movie. Hope you guys enjoy it.